slow pacing. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This is Alvin Kamara. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert being chased out left. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Past the 20, 10, 5, and they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. That is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
Well, the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
No gain on the play.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Left side of the swing pass. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
1st down, Chargers.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Minshew sets to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. 6 yards.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun is Minshew. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hold-up. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 13.
From the gun, Herbert, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play. On the football there, and it's 2nd down.
For Henry Ruggs, incomplete. He was defended by Julian Blackman.
Running with Kamara. Brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets them up 1st and goal. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, it usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
A 4-yard gain.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Herbert. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. If you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally. But he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Marr able to put this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Jacobs, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. But he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now
on 4th down. Out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
38-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On the run, he'll let this go. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. From the gun, Herbert escaping the pressure right. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Maher is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead. Yeah,
flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well. Go to something else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down now, Hendricks. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Chargers.
Now Minshew. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. They run it with Jacobs. And shedding through the tackle. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Minshew quickly completing it out wide. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
17.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
he's got it as the lead is now 10-6.
Makes the score Chargers 10, Raiders 6. Daniel Carlson set to
following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Hendricks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Here's Minshew. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Reception here by Rose. And out across midfield down to the 45. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. That 2nd down play nets a -4. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Los Angeles.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
At the 17-yard line.
On second down, Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now Minshew on 1st and 10, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Jacobs now. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And Herbert has thrown interception. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 14-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
For the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
29-yard line.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. The 20, 10, 5, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13.
That ties the game, 13 all.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Gain of 22 yards.
Partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
A gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you're going to take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And no, it's incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And now he'll tuck it and run. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Raiders 20. Chargers 13.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And that's going to be good for the Chargers' 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, Hendricks. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hendricks. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Minshew. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Jones. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
At the Chargers' 14-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. A busy night continues for Kamara. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Alvin Kamara with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside Gill. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Evans has it left side. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A gain of 15.
It'll be Minshew again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
2 yards.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And one of the whistles for a timeout.
By number 11.
So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
At the 4-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Minshew. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field. But this is a big play. 3rd and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8.
Tonight.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime, obviously hit